I have decided to relocate back to Nigeria. I don't need UK anymore. I don't want to live in UK. Not anymore. I just decide say this UK no need. Wow, till they pretend. Una know say some people they sabi they pretend. Something not good for them. They'll see they pretend. But me, I just realize say no need. Anybody wey you like, you laugh. Say, why this woman want relocate back to from UK, go back to Nigeria? Yes, because you now reason now make you relocate from your country come the country where you for the wash me so. But me, the reason wey make me come here, I can't see and say, not be waiting work. The thing not green work. I try everything to make it work, but it not work. So I can't realize say this life now only part one. Now only part one that they see for this life. So me, my husband and my children, we want to relocate. We don't decide. So I just want to inform una because una go the thing say maybe now only UK, now only UK. No. Nigeria, if you the base for Nigeria, especially you get investments, you get business where they give you money every day, where you know say you fit take survive, you and your family. No need where you take they waste your time for the country where you not get value even for your degree. Una know say some people they get degree. They get degree before they come UK. And that degree now, as they enter UK, the degree not come make sense for UK. So me, I dey among the people wey get that degree before it come UK, and UK now they tell me say that's my degree, I no fit use am. On one condition, I go fit take use am. I must go work for 6 months for free. You go work for 6 months without payment. Then they want take, cannot be said they want even use your degree. You want use your degree take work So I know what man to talk. I want make the woman make she explain by herself. I want put the video. I want Mona list. Mona not dey in a rush. Una know say many of una for comment section. Una they always they see the. Una they always they rush. So Mona not rush. I want Mona take una time. Mona listen to the way this woman take explain. The woman explains step by step. He explained everything. So may I put the video. Mona gotta watch the reason why this woman relocate back to Nigeria. May we watch.
So I've done all those working here and there, different jobs, but I know that is not what I want to do. But for the fact that I was newly, I just relocated there, I had to do something. So I remembered, because I studied banking and finance in the university. So I was hoping to come to England and, start from there and then see how far I go with my career. So I remembered I applied for the job. I was invited for the interview. I remembered going for the interview. I did the interview, and at the end of the interview, I was told I did well, but they said all the positives and everything. Then they now went, but because I studied in Nigeria, I've not really practiced working in the bank. I have to start as an intern. And doing that, I'll be working for 6 months without pay. And that was, I don't want to mention the bank, but it's a very popular bank in England. So they will take me on
pay your bills without
Thank you.
pay.
Thank you. So
UK, where you have so many bills to pay.
I took everything they said on board, and I obviously came home and told my husband, and we were like, what are they talking about? So I'll just be working for free, not even if it is apprenticeship pay, at least some form some form of payment, and I was told that's what it is. Then after 6 months, they will review it and see if they will take me on or not, like take me as a permanent staff or not. So that was my first experience of, like, the experience was not good for me because I just came. We all need the money. That's for me. My reason for coming to England mainly is to join my husband. And most of us that are traveling is all about greener pastures for most of not everybody, but most people. So why would I come, work for 6 months without pay? How will I tell my parents? Like, it's my own Obodo difference. So anyway, obviously that didn't work. So I started I worked in the shop. I worked in cooperative, cooperative. I did some online work, but deep down I know that is not what I want to do. I know I'm working for people, I'm getting the money, but deep down with the way the system is over there, I don't really like it's like I'm trapped, going to work, come back, and it wasn't really working for me. So the one that really did it for me was, I remembered, wanted to travel to Nigeria in 2011, and I put in for my holiday, because you have to request for your holiday.
Yeah.
So my slip came back not approved. Reason, because if I leave now, it will be too much for the company. The business is going to suffer because they're losing staff. They don't have cover for me. And I've made arrangements with the hope that I will definitely get the holiday because I was eligible to get my holiday. And they rejected they didn't approve the holiday. And that was what did it for me. I was like, no, I can't live my life like this, like at the mercy of other people. So from that very moment, I actually quit the job without any backup plan. Like, I knew I was going to get another job anyway, but usually you have to get another job to quit the one you're currently doing. But I just quit that job. Like, this is not for me. I can't live at the mercy of people. So that was what actually made me started thinking about what to do for myself, to be my own boss. Like, not just being your own boss in theory, but practically. So that was what did it for me. I started thinking and, researching and prayed about everything. And I was led to what I am doing now. So we set up the business, myself and my husband. By the way, he used to be in the army, the British Army. So,
oh, wow.
So again, because of the nature of the job, once he goes away, he stays sometimes 3 weeks, a month, 2. It's not always around. We have children together, and it's like I'm always alone, and so all those put together, we know that this is not what we want to do for a very long time. So we just made up our mind to say, okay, this is what we're doing. So finally, we set up our business. I think setting up the business was the break for us. It was a big struggle to set up.
After you set up the business, that you now decided to leave the UK?
Yeah, setting up the business, I didn't decide then, but as the business was operating, like as we were running the business, the first few years, it's a normal business wahala, like the normal challenges you go through when you set up a business, the normal staffing, recruitment issues, the branding, all the usual initial challenges and struggles that comes with a new business. We had to deal with that. So especially after the pandemic, it was obvious that I think we've established this to the point that we can actually confidently leave this for people to run while we do something else.
Right. Yeah. So having a business that is up and running and doing well, why did you now decide to leave?
Yeah, I decided to leave because I want people to do their job. I wanted people to do what I'm paying them to do. Because while I was in the UK, initially when we set the business up, I was running the place and I had like an assistant and other staff working with me. So I worked like that for some time, and again, it felt okay for me to step down and let somebody else to do it. Because what was really important to me is the family life.
I wouldn't want to, part of setting up the business is for me to have that family work balance. Like, I have time for my family, you know. So the business was quite demanding when it comes to running. I have to be there very early in the morning and I close late. Even when others are gone, I'm still there trying to make sure everything is nice and, you know, ready for the next day. So I was doing this, which is fine. I was enjoying it. But my family, I wasn't there as a mom and I wasn't there as a wife, which defeats the whole point of setting up a business. Part of setting up a business is to have that freedom, you know, especially spending time with family, go to holidays when you want to go, you know, having your own time. So what we did was I just stepped aside, got in a manager,